Is there anything worse than choking on chicken? Just 2 wings in, I could feel my throat closing up on the meat I was eating, and by the 8th wing, I think, I really had to slow down. Just to catch you up to speed on what we're doing here, Frank Paulin and I decided to meet up at Buffalo Wild Wings in Orange, California to see if we could tackle the Blazin Challenge 3 times over. The traditional Blazin Challenge is to eat 12 of their hottest wings, which are basically in some sort of like habanero extract type sauce, in 6 minutes or less. It's not the hottest wings in the world, but they're pretty bad because you're not allowed to drink water, you're not allowed to wipe your hands, you can't use napkins. It's go till you blow. And so we figured 12 wings would be pretty easy, so we wanted to see if we could do 36. The only problem on this one, and yet again there is always a problem when you do a restaurant challenge, they weren't able to sell it to us in the proper denomination. I guess wings there are sold in units of like 20 and 15, so they told us they could give us 2 orders of 35, and we figured that would be close enough, because we wanted to eat 36 wings apiece for a total of 72. And unfortunately, even that got mucked up. The trays I had should have had 35, and the trays Frank had should have had 35. When it was all said and done, I only counted that I ate 34 wings. And as fate would have it, Frank ate 36. He ate the 35 that he should have been given, plus the 1 extra wing that should have been in my tray. And of course, because we trusted everybody and didn't do any counting beforehand, we just took the trays as 20s and 15s. Well, that's how it goes. Of course, the bigger story here is how much we're suffering as we're taking on this challenge. And as you can see, Frank got a pretty early lead. He tends to eat a bit quicker than me in the early going anyway, plus my minor choking incident didn't help me at all. There was a second there when the meat was literally lodged at like the bottom of my esophagus, right into the, where it opens up into the stomach, and there's nothing I could do. I actually said something to Frank, but Frank wasn't really listening because he was taking the challenge, right? Anyway, it was great fun, except for that part where I almost choked. Almost thought about giving it up, throwing in the towel, but I said, you know what, I'm just gonna wait a second here, and if it clears, then it's all good and we can go. So with no further fanfare, no BS, and no stalling, I'm just gonna let you sit down and watch the remainder of this challenge. I don't have much to say. It was a pretty cool effort, pretty cool attempt to try to triple the standard Blazin Challenge. And if you're interested yourself, you can go to almost any location of Buffalo Wild Wings nationwide in the United States, and you too can take on the Blazin Challenge. And different locations treat it differently. Some of them will just put your picture on the wall of fame. Some of them will just tell you congratulations. Some of them will actually give you a t-shirt or a headband. And years ago, I actually did the challenge and I got a gift certificate for $5 off my next order. Really not a big deal when you think about it, because you have to pay full price for the wings anyway. And I want to say that every order of a dozen wings runs like, I don't know, $12, something like that. And of course, that's another thing. They charge you a different price if you take the traditional challenge versus just buying the wings. We went on a Tuesday to take advantage of their Wing Tuesday sale. So we actually did not purchase the challenge. Had we purchased 3 challenges apiece, that whole numbers issue would have been, kicked to the curb, but we would have been paying a lot more. So as fate would have it, we saved a few bucks, but we really screwed up what we were trying to accomplish. Anyway, this is the video of Frank Paulin and the Freak Eater taking on the triple Blazin Buffalo Wild Wings Challenge. 35, 34, or 36 wings as quickly as we can. So here we go. Of course, with the passing of time, it is inevitable that I would catch up with Frank and even pull slightly ahead, but it definitely didn't help him that he had 2 extra wings and we didn't even know about it at the time. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to click thumbs up and subscribe to Freak Eating because there's more restaurant challenges coming on down the line, and as you can see, with that GoPro strapped to my head, you know there's going to be a first-person point of view of chicken wing eating coming real soon. So until next time, stay in school, don't do drugs, and eat like a freak.